Ever been stranded with no one to call for help? It's a situation that can turn a simple inconvenience into a terrifying ordeal. Imagine being miles away from civilization with no cell service and the nearest town hours away. The feeling of isolation can be overwhelming. Now imagine it gets even worse. The sky darkens and an ominous feeling settles in. The road ahead seems to stretch endlessly into the unknown, and you can't shake the feeling that something terrible is about to happen. A family of two young kids and their parents hitting the road for a trip. They're excited, full of joy, and looking forward to a fun-filled adventure. The car is packed with snacks, games, and everything they need for a memorable journey. Suddenly, the car breaks down. The engine sputters and dies, leaving them stranded on a desolate stretch of road. The parents step out, trying to figure out what went wrong, but it's clear that they need help. The parents step out to find help, leaving the radio on to keep the kids company. They reassure the children that they'll be back soon, but as they walk away, a sense of unease settles in. As the sun dips below the horizon, the parents still haven't returned. The sky turns a deep shade of purple and the first stars begin to twinkle. The children watch the fading light with growing anxiety, wondering where their parents could be. Darkness swallows the car and the children huddle together, the only light from the dim radio dial. The once comforting glow now seems eerie, casting long shadows inside the car. The radio crackles with static, filling the silence with an unsettling noise. The children try to stay calm, but their fear is palpable. Then a chilling announcement crackles through the static. A dangerous killer has escaped from a nearby prison. The news is delivered in a grave tone, warning everyone in the area to stay indoors and lock their doors. Listeners are urged to stay vigilant and take extreme care. The children exchange terrified glances, their minds racing with fear and uncertainty. Minutes feel like hours. The ticking of the clock seems to slow down, each second dragging on interminably. The children can hear their own heartbeats, loud and fast, echoing in the confined space of the car. Absolute silence outside the car. The world seems to hold its breath, waiting for something to happen. The children strain their ears, listening for any sign of their parents' return. Then a noise breaks the stillness. Clank, clank, clank. It's a metallic sound, like something tapping on the roof of the car. The children freeze, their eyes wide with fear. It's coming from above. The sound grows louder, more insistent. The children huddle closer together, their breaths coming in short, panicked gasps. The knocking grows louder and faster. Duff, duff, duff. Terror grips the children. They can feel the vibration through the roof, each thud sending a jolt of fear through their bodies, and they can't take it anymore. The fear is too much to bear. They decide to make a run for it, hoping to find their parents or someone who can help. Flinging the car doors open, they flee into the night in sheer panic. The darkness is disorienting, but they run as fast as they can, driven by pure terror. Only the eldest dares to look back. The younger sibling is too scared to do anything but run, but the eldest can't help but glance over their shoulder, and what they see turns their blood to ice. A large, shadowy figure stands on top of the car, illuminated by the dim light of the radio. A large man stands on top of the car, bouncing two objects. The sight is surreal, like something out of a nightmare. The heads of their parents, horror on the highway, the children scream, their voices echoing in the night. The reality of the situation crashes down on them, and they realize they are truly alone. A chilling tale indeed. The road that once promised adventure has become a path of terror. The children's lives are forever changed, haunted by the memory of that fateful night. The story serves as a grim reminder of how quickly a situation can turn from joyous to horrifying. It underscores the importance of being prepared for the unexpected and the fragility of safety. The family photo on the dashboard, once a symbol of happiness, now stands as a haunting reminder of what was lost. The road trip that was meant to bring them closer together ended in unimaginable tragedy. As dawn breaks, the empty road stretches out, silent and indifferent. The world moves on, but for the children, the nightmare will never end. They are left to pick up the pieces and find a way to move forward. The authorities arrive, but it's too late. The damage is done. The children are found traumatized and alone, their innocence shattered. The investigation begins, but the scars will last a lifetime. The bond between parent and child is sacred, and the loss is immeasurable. The The children will carry the weight of that night with them forever, a constant reminder of the fragility of life. A memorial is set up on the side of the road, a small tribute to the lives lost. Flowers and candles mark the spot, a somber reminder of the tragedy that unfolded. The children are taken in by relatives who do their best to provide comfort and support. But the road to healing is long and difficult. The memories of that night will never fade, and the pain will always be there. In time, the road will see new travelers, unaware of the horrors that once took place. Life goes on, and the world continues to turn, but for those who lived through it, the road trip will always be a terrifying nightmare. And so the tale of the terrifying road trip comes to an end, a story of fear, loss, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. A reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is hope for a new dawn. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Stay safe and always be prepared for the unexpected. Until next time, take care.